And now I'm going to make
because we had to make jeeps, you know, and tanks and this kind of stuff. And they're all gravity fed. They don't take
the coffee that's officially approved by P&J Productions. And it is I might get another jar when we go shopping next week. Exceptional Brazilian instant coffee, single origin, 100% Arabica. I know that probably not pronounced correctly to the English grammar Nazis, but yeah, this is Asda. They do, it's Asda's own, I think. Well, stick a label on anyway. They do Colombian and Brazilian, approved by Mr. Jeffrey Hall.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 38 years the old man went up and down these things. So think about that. 38 years. And everybody was so friendly. They really were. It was always good vibes. And to see that there was, what, 3,000 people for that 2 o'clock service. And like you said, that cars were parked for 3 miles. Folks at home, down there, you can feel the love. Yeah. I think you'd agree with me. You can feel the love.
Of course, we're running out of days to never forget, but that's not too hard to do at this point. But nonetheless, it was. I'm so.
Stay out there. Stay full on with adventures for everyone, or stay fully switched off and breathe. Stay curious and discover what locals love about Edinburgh.
Like, okay, I'm not the only one who's captivated by this mystery, and that the love for the story lives on.
That's an interesting way to put that.
Makes me feel less crazy knowing, oh, there's other people the size of an ant
Right.
in my little kayak, and I just being so up close and personal from that.
For a cheap end copy, which is what it is, despite the fancy label and the fancy description, it's not bad. It's not Dow Egberts, it's not top end Nescafe or top end Kenko, but for a budget branded coffee, not bad.
Fitzgerald, a lot of he was late except for that one.
Yeah, oh wow.
But he's a part of history.
Sound like they're
It's nice.
almost bothered.
Like I said,
Pretty Cooper's distress calls, like they just sound like.
now, Mr. Home,
You know, they disappear off the radar, which
it's
is
been a while
not
since I've been
unheard of,
inside, but
you know, Bernie
he
Cooper's
used to
trying
buy this cheap coffee, well, the shop branded coffee from Sainsbury's.
I don't know, maybe.
But it wasn't a revelation. Otherwise, I suppose you can't expect much when it's probably the cheapest coffee that the shop sells, because obviously it's probably low grade coffee. But I got this thinking that it was a new company, like True Start. Turns out it's probably an executive version of the Asda brand. But one of the pleasures when Mr. Horn was here at Castle 47, he was overjoyed with it, and in fact he's adopted it himself.
No response.
So it is now like the official coffee for when it's time to have a coffee break in between supping haram alcohol. Oh man.
Weather that night where you were, wasn't it like you knew something was going on, right?
Are you kidding? That old farmhouse. Them windows were just shaking and rattling and rolling. Our ears, and you go back, it was starting, the wind was starting to lay down, but the waves were still tremendous.
At Tesco Mobile, your contract price is on ice with Club Card prices. Get the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, 25 gigs of data for just $46.99 a month with Club Card. It helps.
Get iPhone 16 and Vodafone and save £468. Hurry, offer ends 11th of February. Go in-store or online today.
The coffee for P&J Productions. Asda's exceptional freeze-dried single origin Brazilian coffee. Available at your nearest Asda.
Didn't want to go to the Spears. So, well, I guess you have seniority that you can. In the fleet for a license. There you go. Number one, like we can use up here. Fast track. So,
I've seen some pictures of the fences get the one big radar tower and
yeah, there's fashion. Yeah, I think she got her new ones. I think this match will probably be my last year. I was really looking forward. I like my time off. I had 3 months off. That's gotta feel like a big giant vacation after being on there. As you're taking orders from the captain or mate, who's running the bow thrusters? Captain runs that. Yeah, we have a thing. It's called a bow team where there's a
fashion swing.
I don't know. I guess it's because it's still reliable. They're trying to come up with some new stuff now to get power winch or hand winch. You're in your 30th year. 30th year will be November 6th of this year. I got my senior date in. Did you ever meet Bernie Cooper, or was he gone before you got here? Never did meet Bernie Cooper, but right after that happened, there was a place in the Sioux called the Razor's Edge. My aunt and uncle owned it. It was a barber shop one side, one on the other, and he cut Cooper's hair, and they were talking about it that night. And he said.